Thank you, Sahil. It's good to have you with us in physical meeting. And
Hello guys, Arshit. I'm pursuing for CA, and Sahil introduced me to the this Toastmasters club so that I came today here.
we're glad to have you here. And you must be glad to have friends like Sahil who brings you to the Toastmasters. And we have Gopal sir. Gopal sir, little intro of yours.
Uh, I am here after, I guess it is my second meeting here in this club. And I'm basically from the Phoenix Toastmaster Club. And I am associated with Toastmaster Club since 2018. So, of course, it's great to be here in this club. And there are so many known faces whom I know already. So you always enjoy the company of the known faces, and the people are great here. Thank you.
Just like that, we enjoy your company. And we also have a special guest here.
Hi everyone, this is Kavita Joshi this side. I am an ex-Toastmasters and I am here to enjoy again what was there before the COVID hit us. So yes, here I am.
Thank you, Kavita. We are glad to have you here.
Yes, so hello everyone, I am Himanshu, part of Phoenix Toastmasters Club. And when Toastmaster Uma DTM USA sent me the invitation of physical meeting, I accepted it with both hands and here I am. So looking forward to enjoy the meeting. Thank you.
And we have Vikas, the area director, which whom I should have invited, introduced.
Yeah, I'm Vikas and I'm the member of JPK Toastmasters. So I always like to attend the meeting of Storytellers Toastmasters, and I'm looking forward for the wonderful meeting.
Thank you, Vikas. Good to have you. And that's no one. Okay, so we also have some guests online, and let me have an intro of our area quality director Bahar. Bahar, a little intro of yours.
Hi everyone, I'm Toastmaster Bahar, and it's I think it's a couple of months now that I've joined Toastmasters, and it's a lovely opportunity for me being here again and seeing a hybrid version. It looks absolutely fun. I'm having a FOMO, I must say, fear of missing out, that I'm not out there. So I'm from JPK Toastmasters. I have a meeting after this also. So in case you guys are interested in joining in again a meeting, you can hop on to the next meeting. But all the very best, and this looks absolutely amazing and fun. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, Bahar, for being here. Next, we have uh, Toastmaster Yusuf. Toastmaster Yusuf, a little intro of yours.
Thank you very much. I'm Yusuf from Wipro Beats Toastmaster Club, and I have been connected with Toastmasters since 2 years now, and I'm the VPE of my club. Also, I have been a student of Delhi University, so I have been at the same spot many a times where this meeting is happening. Quite nostalgic for me. Currently, I am working from Bangalore, but in at my hometown. So basically, all different parts. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Yusuf.
Looks really
Glad
great.
to have you. And I know you're connecting with us from Rampur. And we also have Saranda. Saranda, a little intro of yours and how you got to know about Toastmasters.
Uh, Hello everyone, I'm Saranda Bharadwaj. I'm from Rewari and Hindi Toastmaster Club of Delhi. Uh, I'm with Toastmasters at least 6 months ago. I joined Toastmaster. Before I was not member of any club. And this is my first club and my journey is fantastic. I'm a startup and let's see कितना चलते हैं आगे धीरे धीरे सीखते हैं आप सबसे all the best to you all.
We're glad to have you here. Surely there is a lot to learn. Okay, so I guess I didn't miss any guest. Okay, so So as you all know, we are in Delhi. The atmosphere is all clear and polluted as it should be in Delhi. So with that note, let me call the Toastmaster of the day, who will be telling us more about Delhi. So give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster of the day, DTM Uma Shankar.
Good evening, everybody. Am I audible? Great. So, welcome to the hybrid meeting. And this is the first meeting which we are having for this particular club, Toastmasters of Storyteller in hybrid mode, physical as well as online. And the double maza, double dhamaka in our club. So today's theme or the topic which I thought that what should be theme for the day, the first thing which came into my mind that this club belongs to Delhi. Delhi is place from where I also belong. I was born and brought up in Delhi. I have seen various kind of uh, taste of Delhi, whether it's in spice, the food which we have in Delhi, whether it's about the pollution which we have in Delhi, whether it's about the cosmopolitan culture which we have in Delhi, people coming from different kind of educational background, different kind of regional background. But end of the day, it's Delhi. It's mixture combination of everything in one city. Delhi is where my heart lies. I'm sure that it is a place where your heart also lies. So Delhi, Meri Jaan, and will remain the Jaan. Now, why this place was chosen? Adnan and me was having a conversation that which place will be convenient for a hybrid meeting. The first thought was a room, a conference room, a co-working place. But that's a room. And all of us in online world for last 2 years were in different rooms. Room is not the exact feel which we could have and which we are having right now. So any open place. Now the options were Lodi Garden was number one option, but this, which is near to Lotus Temple, which is near to ISKCON Temple, will show you these two places from this park itself. Just stay tuned with us, and we are here adjacent to Lotus Temple, ISKCON Temple, and the upbringing happening Nehru Place as well. So this is exactly Delhi, regional place, a place for tourism, a place for corporate, and Nehru Place market, for the Asia's largest market for computer and accessories. That's the kind of culture, that's the kind of mix Delhi brings to you. Now, if I bring you or take you to my childhood, that when I was young, very young, although I'm still young, you know it, right? But when I was very young, I was like a child, right? So yeah, there was a time, once upon a time, long ago, Kavita is saying, and she is right. So young Dadaji is the word which Adnan has given me. So how was Delhi? What is the difference which I had experienced in my childhood? Delhi at that point of time. Rather, I'll give you more in the history. All of you know that Delhi has seen many kind of rulers. Pandavas were here, Mughals were here, Britishers were here, and finally the central government is here. So Delhi has been the ruling capital for many kind of rulers. But now when I was born in 83, World Cup was there also in 83, the Cricket World Cup. What was the scene in Delhi? Delhi was less crowded for sure. Delhi was less polluted for sure. Delhi was less populated for sure. But the culture was always same. People from different backgrounds. They were more accommodating to each other's thought, ideas, and way of their upbringing. There were different kind of festivals we used to celebrate, and we do that right now as well. But the point is that whether it's Hindus festival, Christians festival, every festival was being celebrated, and right now as well it is happening. So that's an advantage of having a cosmopolitan culture. in my times, my childhood, this was the same. The language of Delhi has changed a bit. I feel that now people face difficulty in talking to one particular language. Why? There are words from so many different kind of languages like Hindi, uh, Marathi, Gujarati, because people are coming from different places. When I'm sure that Vikas is from Uttarakhand side, so that's a different kind of context, different kind of culture comes there. I'm from Rajasthan. My parents are from Rajasthan, so we have our own style of saying something. So that's the difference. That if you are not in a one particular state which has got only one language, your dictionary will be having different kind of words. Will come more to this. Let's understand what is Toastmaster is all about. So we have got few gentlemen who are very new to Toastmaster. One have attended one meeting as well. So Toastmaster is a platform which is used for public speaking, to practice the public speaking. Like you guys are listening to me, you will hear, you will understand, and you will give me the feedback. It's always about the feedback, how we can learn and improve. It's a 97 years old organization. It started in USA and then in India it is very popular. In NCR itself, there are approximately 110 clubs, these kind of clubs, corporate and community clubs, which do practice about the public speaking and leadership skills as well. In worldwide, there are 16,000 plus clubs happening, or I mean, are still active, which are doing the Toastmaster meeting. The format of every Toastmaster meeting across the world is exactly same, which you will witness today. So that's a bit about Toastmasters. Every Toastmaster meeting has got a fixed format, and this format has got basically divided into three parts. The first part is prepared speeches, where there will be a assigned speaker with assigned evaluator. The speaker will come prepared in advance. They have thought about topics, they have thought about the ideas, they have thought the structure of the speech, and they will deliver here for 5 to 7 minutes generally. Second part is impromptu talking, where the topic will be given right at that moment. You need to think fast and come up with some thought ideas for 1 to 2 minutes. The third is evaluation, where the assigned evaluators will give the feedback about your speech, what you did as a speaker. So that's how we learn with the evaluation. Three, first is prepared speech, second is table topics or impromptu talk, third is evaluation. No, it's not coming here. That's the beauty of physical meetings. We'll start with the first our part of the meeting, which is about the prepared speeches. And today, the first prepared speaker will be Himanshu Jam, Toastmaster Himanshu. Before I call him for the speech, I would request his evaluator, assigned evaluator, Toastmaster Vikas Bahuguna, to share the speech objective. Toastmaster Vikas is area director, and oh, sorry, so sorry. I'm so excited about speeches and all. I forgot that there is a general evaluator, the headmaster of the meeting, and he has surely deducted my marks for this earlier. So with my apologies, I would request Toastmaster Gopal to come on the stage and share what he and his team is all about. Toastmaster Gopal, all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Uma Shankar, Toastmaster of the day, and dear Toastmaster and fellow guests. My name is Gopal Juneja. I am General Evaluator today. Now, when we talk about the Delhi, one special attribute about a Dalit is they do mistake. They are not afraid of committing any mistake. Yes, this is their attribute. Now, great. That means audience is also with me. It is expected they are not afraid of committing mistake. And this is the platform which Toastmaster have given us. And the platform says that do mistake here, so that you can learn, you can perform better in real life when you are performing actually really. So come here
and do mistake, and don't worry about the mistake. We are here. I am here for now. I am here to tell you that where are you wrong? Not wrong. Wrong is not the right word. Where you can improve the feedback. But of course, this cannot be done solitary, especially only from me. No, I have a team for that. And for that, I will let you know what all are the team members I have. The first thing is the prepared speeches. As Toastmaster Uma Shankar says that the first segment is prepared speeches. And for all the prepared speeches, we have evaluators. Today we have 2 speeches and 2 evaluators. That means 1 speech, 1 evaluator. And second, we have tag team. Tag team is here, timer, counter, grammarian, and along with the tag team, there is one more member, one more person who will be evaluating this by listening you, by knowing your listening skill. So there is listener as well. For that, let me call on the stage Toastmaster Dipti as a listener first. Toastmaster Dipti.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Gopal. Yes, fellow Toastmasters, I am the active listener for the day. And as an active listener, I'll be noting down, I'll be paying attention to the entire meeting and noting down some questions, which I'll ask towards the end to test your listening skills. So make sure that you pay attention throughout and note down the little details which will be shared throughout the meeting. See you at the other side. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Gopal.
Process where we have to speak. No, it's not only speaking. The more part is the listening. It's 80% about the listening. So guys, be sure that you are listening or attentive to the meeting. Now the next role player is Toastmaster Bahar as a timer.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Again, I'm the timer, and my role for the day is to time the prepared speeches, the table topic speeches, as well as the evaluators. To give you a glimpse on what exactly the role is, for the prepared speeches, the allotted time is 5 to 7 minutes. Thus, there'll be a grace period of 30 seconds on the lower end as well as the upper end. So I'll be showing the qualification card. So I'll quickly share my screen and give you a glimpse of it. I hope the offline world can see the cards. Okay, so this is the green card which will be shown at 5 minutes. This is the yellow card which will be shown at 6 minutes. And this is the red card which will be shown at 7 minutes, and it will be shared till the speech is concluded. For the table topic section, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. The grace period is on the upper end only. So you can talk till, you can conclude your speech till 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And the last is the evaluation, which is of 2 to 3 minutes. So the qualification time is 2 minutes. And at 2 minutes, at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll be showing my yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll be showing my red card. So I hope you all are in time and conclude our speeches so that everyone enjoys this meeting. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Briefing about your role. Now next is, again, I am calling Toastmaster Dipti, who is playing another role as an R counter. Please welcome Toastmaster Dipti.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Gopal. Yes, so since everything is double, I'm playing a double role, and both as an active listener and an R counter, which again start with A. So yes, as an R counter, I will be noting down the usages, repeated usages of words. I'll also be noting down any long pauses that you take or any short pauses that you take while speaking. Also, I'll be noting down any words such as which generally we take while we're using time to think. And when I note down these, I'll also do these for myself, and I'll share the report with you towards the end of the meeting in the general evaluation section. Knowledge about such repeated words and pauses makes us conscious of how we think and how we speak. And this affects our skills to make the audience be interested in what we speak. So make sure that you think and you speak and you use less of ahs and ums or repeated words. I'll share my report with you soon. So back to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Gopal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dipti, for this wonderful briefing of your role. So here is my team and me who will be evaluating, who will be having a look at each and every part of the meeting. Now I will come up in the second segment on the stage with the report with my team. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, to Uma Shankar.
Toastmaster Uma Shankar, maybe I missed, but then we need, I think we need the word of the day from the grammarian.
Yes, please. So, grammarian, do you have word of the day ready with you, Max?
Yes.
Yes, please. Over to you.
Be temples or bazaar, my Delhi has everything from the foods in the every nook and corner to the sweet and special delicacies. So on this note, I present myself as the grammarian for the day. As a grammarian, I shall note down the good usages and the not so good usage of the language by the speakers and the role players. In addition to that, I shall also keep a track of the number of times the word of the day has been used by the speakers. So all the best, and I would like to share the word of the day. The word of the day is wander. It means walk or move in a leisurely or aimless way. Some of the synonyms of the word of the day are walk, stroll, roam, potter, amble, and there are many more. And the two of the sentences could be, I wandered through the narrow streets and he found her wandering in the streets. So all the best, everyone. Keep using the word of the day. I will share my report in the general evaluation session. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Uma Shankar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. As a grammarian, you have shared your role fantastically well. Now let's move ahead with the flow of the meeting. As I had shared earlier as well, there are three sections, and we are now starting with first section. This first section is about prepared speeches. The speaker has already decided the topic of the speech. There are few laid down objectives decided by Toastmaster International, which the person is supposed to use in this particular project. What are those specific objectives of our first speaker's speech? Toastmaster Himanshu Jam is the speaker, and Toastmaster Vikas Bahuguna is the evaluator. Vikas, I request you to share the speech objective for Toastmaster Himanshu Jha.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Himanshu is delivering Level 1, Project 3, Innovative Planning Path speech, and the title is Science Behind Weight Loss. And let me share the objectives. The purpose of the project is for the members to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. So now I will invite Toastmaster Himanshu, the science behind weight loss, Toastmaster Himanshu.
Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Toastmaster Uma, for choosing such a great theme and explaining us the beautiful Delhi city with your unbridled energy. Have you ever wondered, where does your fat go when you lose your weight? Anyone? Raise of hands. You know, where does your fat go when you lose your weight? No, nobody. Don't worry, even I didn't know the answer a few weeks back until I came across this research paper which explained this concept beautifully. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and your guests. Today, I will talk about the science behind weight loss. The world is obsessed with fat diets, yet few of us know how a kilogram of fat actually vanishes. The common misconception is that fat is converted into energy. The wrong thing about this theory is that it violates the law of conservation of matter, which states that mass is never created nor destroyed. Some of us think that fat is converted into muscle, which is impossible. So if not energy or muscle, where does your fat go? Okay. So the correct answer is fat is converted into carbon dioxide and water. You exhale the carbon dioxide and water mixes into your circulation until it's lost as sweat. If you lose 10 kg of weight, precisely 8.4 kg of it turns into carbon dioxide and 1.6 kg of it turns into water. You heard it right. Nearly 84% of the fat is converted into carbon dioxide, which we exhale every day in and out. Now, some of you would think, could breathing more could result into fat loss? Unfortunately not. Huffing and puffing more than you need to is called hyperventilation and could only make you possibly dizzy or faint. I'm sure which nobody of us would want. Now, how can you increase or exhale more carbon dioxide in order to lose weight? I have good news for you how you can do that. According to the government figure, every day we exhale around 600 grams of carbon dioxide without even doing anything. You exhale 200 grams of 600 grams while you are fast asleep. So you have already breathed out 1/3 of your daily target, even you are sleeping or before you even step out of your bed. Every day we put 3.5 kg of food and beverages in our body. What's not reported is that we also put or inhale 500 grams of oxygen too. So in total, we are putting 4 kg into our body. So more than 4 kg needs to come out, otherwise you will gain weight. So out of those 4 kg, we know that 84% would turn into carbon dioxide, and we know you need to exhale carbon dioxide, right? And how can you exhale carbon dioxide? By moving your muscles, by exercising more. The good news is, if you stand and rest for 24 hours, you double your metabolic rate and exhale around 1200 grams of carbon dioxide. More realistically speaking, going for a walk triples your metabolic rate. Every time you are doing an exercise, you are breathing or exhaling more carbon dioxide while you are sitting as compared to while you are sitting. So the mantra behind fat loss is, or weight loss is, eat less and move more. I hope you would apply this mantra into your daily life and lose some weight or shed some weight. Happy losing weight. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Himanshu, for fantastic speech. And yes, I also into weight loss 3. I'm doing 2.5 hours exercise per day just to reduce some more weight. And in last 3 months, 4 kg is what I have been able to achieve. Long way to go, but let's see how things pan out for me. So let's move. Let's move with the second speech. The second speaker is Toastmaster Renu Mittal, and she will be delivering this speech through online mode. The assigned evaluator is Toastmaster Yusuf. Toastmaster Yusuf, I request you to share the speech objective for Toastmaster Renu Mittal's speech. Yusuf.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Am I visible and audible?
Audible, yes.
Okay. So my target speaker, Toastmaster Renu, would be delivering her level 2 of Project 3, Inspire Your Audience speech. And the purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. Also, the timer, please note the time limit would be 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to my speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Am I clearly visible and audible, please?
You are clearly visible and audible.
Okay, thank you. The fear of death and the process of aging. Are these two the most frightening facts for every single soul on this earth? Tell me, who wants to age or die? Do you or you? Guys, I'm sure none of us. But the tragedy is, despite our utter dislike, they have become our constant companions. A very good
Toastmaster
afternoon.
Renu,
Yeah.
Sorry, we are not able to see you. Your video is not coming to us.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is it okay now?
Yes, yes. Please go ahead now.
I'll start from the beginning again.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The fear of death and the process of aging. Are these two the most frightening facts for every single soul on this earth? Of course they are. Tell me, who wants to age or die? Do you or you? Guys, I'm sure none of us. But the tragedy is that despite our utter dislike, they have become our constant companions. A very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and our dear guests. Today, I'm not here to sing saga of the eternity of death, but how one should live until it comes. Since we are storytellers, so I want to share 2 stories with you today. One is of the fiercest, bravest, and the greatest general of Roman Empire. Any guesses? Anybody?
Julius Caesar.
Wow, wonderful. Right guess. So he is Julius Caesar. This is one day of Caesar's life. He has come back to Rome after defeating King Pompey's sons in a long battle and has brought a great booty to his country. All the citizens are preparing for a grand reception of their beloved leader and have decided to crown him king today. Caesar goes to his palace and gets ready to go to the Senate house. There comes his wife Calpurnia. And she asks him not to go to Senate House today, and reasons she has seen a very horrible dream last night. She saw a big statue of Caesar with hundreds of spouts all gushing out blood. The senators washing their hands happily in his blood and merrymaking. Of course, it was an ominous dream, but you know, Caesar, he laughs at it and says, Calpurnia, cowards die many times before their death, but valiant taste death never but once. If today is the day fixed for my death, nothing can change it. Caesar shall go forth. Very proudly, he goes to the Senate House and gets assassinated by the conspirators and one of his loyalist friend, Marcus Brutus. So friends, this is Caesar, or you can say our soldiers who willingly go into the mouth of cannon for the bubble reputation of their country, embrace death, mark their name in history, but live up to the last click. My second story is of a simple, ordinary man, Yen Li. In his late 20s, leading a happy and contented life with his wife and 2 kids in a small village of China. One day, a famous astrologer comes to his village who is well known that none of his predictions has ever failed. All the villagers line up to know about their life, wife, kids, and future prospects. But when Yen Li's turn comes, he puts up a strange question: the mode of his death. The astrologer advises him to change the question as the answer might disappoint him. But no, Yen Li only wants to know how he would meet his end. The astrologer tells him that he would soon die in an accident. Oh my God! Now Yen Li gets terrified to his wits, starts weeping bitterly, and urges him again and again to find out any solution how he could dodge death for at least 20-30 years, as his kids were yet too young. The astrologer, again after making all the concise calculations, declares if he could avoid accidents, he could live up to 100 years. Wow! Now Yen Li is on cloud 9. Very happily, he goes to his house, narrates a whole tale to his wife, and declares now onwards he would not step out of the house, and locks himself inside. 2 years pass. Nothing happens. One day, Yen Li is alone at home. Standing on a ladder, he's nailing a portrait into the wall. All of a sudden, with a jerk, the ladder breaks. Yen Li falls on the ground, hammer hits his head, and he dies on the spot. Tell me, friends, could any scheme spare him? He always feared the unforeseen future and died much before the last click. Now, after these 2 stories, I have a question. In fact, I want you to think about it. Don't you think we all are Yen Li's only? Never ever satisfied with the present lot and always cribbing for what we have not. Oh my God, I have got 7-year-old Punto car and my friend drives Audi 4 Series. Not fair. Rita wears, Ritu wears, and see me in global desi, very poor. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Not only for the materialistic things, but also for the race, how to defy age. Our dearest cinestar Sridevi, the Cleopatra of a country, the finest actress blessed with what's booties. You know, she had only one obsession in her life. Anyhow, to get back the glory of her prime. And she underwent 29 cosmetic surgeries on her face. Still, could she turn the tide of time? No ways. Friends, don't we also do the same? Knowingly, we cannot make any change. We always try to escape our fate. Tell me, don't we all know death is our final destination? But generally, how do we show? No, this won't happen with me. This is for Mr. Sharma, Mrs. Sharma, Tina, Meena, Hina, Chunamunu, Dablu, etc., etc., etc. And the life passes just like this. But you know, the crux is, when everything is destined, why worry? Why not leave sorrow and live life as if there is no tomorrow? Who knows? Kal ho na ho. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Renu, for a lovely speech. And the title was Try Not to Defy Age. All of us believe, and at least I believe, that age is just a number. And this number is ticking every day. Let's move ahead. The second part of the speech is about the impromptu topics. Before we get into the table topics or the impromptu talks, let me understand from the audience members that Delhi, what is their perception about Delhi? What is one good thing and one not so good thing about Delhi? Anyone from the audience, online or the physical mode, please speak up. One good thing and one not so good thing about Delhi. So Toastmaster Gopal would like to share.
Of course, the bad thing is pollution. We all are suffering from that. And the good things, of course, there are lots of good things, but one thing that I would like to say is this is for choosing and good. So that is a great thing about it.
Toastmaster Gopal is not audible.
So Toastmaster Gopal is not audible. You have to unmute yourself and then say or repeat the thing once again.
Okay. So the bad thing, of course, the bad thing is pollution. We all are suffering here. And the best part is good places, lots of places for boozing and good food.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopal. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So he talks about that in Delhi there are lots of places for boozing, like MG Road and CP is his favorite. And then there are lots of different kind of places for couples as well. This is one such place which is famous for this thing. So the guys, the online guys, if you're not aware about this place, the Astha Kunj Park near Nehru Place Metro Station. This is one good place which you can use in your life. Okay, let's move ahead. Anyone from the online audience would like to share one good thing and one not so good thing about Delhi? Please unmute yourself and share.
May I?
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So I'm very new to Delhi, to be very honest. I don't know much about Delhi, but whatever I've seen so far and experienced, one good thing that I really like about Delhi is absolutely how Mr. Gopal said that the food is amazing. You do not get such delicious rajma chawal, chana bhatura anywhere else, or for a matter of fact, butter chicken for the non-vegetarian crowd out there. Anywhere else in the country, in the world, I must say. One thing that I really wish that things can work, like especially Delhi can work upon, is safety in terms of as soon as it's 7 o'clock, 7:30, my heart really pounds and I'm really scared stepping out of my house. I really wish that things do get better, because I've lived for about 5 years in Pune, and even at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, I used to loiter around and have fun. So I wish to do the same and experience these nice boozy bars, as you said, and enjoy there. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It seems that there is a good fan following of Toastmaster Gopal in our club as well. So, Toastmaster Sara, you are a guest here in this club. Would you like to share what's your impression about Delhi? I believe that you are not from Delhi. You are not in Delhi. I mean, nowadays. So, Toastmaster Sara, what do you think? The one good thing and one not so good thing about Delhi?
Delhi is home. It holds you. आप कहीं से भी हो, ये आपका पूरी तरह से स्वागत करती है, आपको अपनाती है, और कभी भी आपको ऐसा फील नहीं होगा कि आप बाहर से आए हो. आपको अपनी पसंद के फूड से लेकर अपनी पसंद के कपड़े तक सब चीज आपकी पॉकेट के हिसाब से यहाँ मिलेगा. एंड द वर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिल्ली इज हम करते हैं दिल्ली को गंदा, पॉल्यूटेड. जो यहाँ पर शोर है, जो यहाँ पर अनसेफ्टी है, उसके लिए दिल्ली नहीं, हम लोग जिम्मेदार हैं. कहीं ना कहीं ये हमारा फर्ज है कि हम इसे ठीक करें.
Toastmaster Club of Delhi, and that's how she is so good with Hindi language, and the command which she has got on Hindi language is exceptionally good, and I learned a lot from her as well. Let's move ahead with the impromptu talks, which is about the table topic or a random topic given to you, and you need to talk for 1 to 2 minutes. Any idea, any thought which you would like to share with the audience member, need to share. And today the table topic master is none other than the club Toastmaster Adnan. And Toastmaster Adnan needs no introduction. All of you know him so much. So Toastmaster Adnan, over to you. Welcome on the stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Uma Shankar. And as the General Editor told you that we are here to make mistakes, so I'm back to make mistakes again. And I also want my speakers to feel free and keep making mistakes at the stage. So as the in the table topic session, what's going to be happened, let me tell you. You will be called as the speaker, and I'll give you a topic, a random topic on which you have to speak from 1 to 2 minutes. And club members as well as guests are welcome to take part. So let's start with the very first speaker. We have a target. Actually, today I have a target guest table topic speaker. And would you like to take part, Kavita?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let's have Kavita Joshi. Okay, so choose a number between 1 to 9.
8.
Okay. Your topic is street food in Toastmaster Kavita. Street food in Delhi.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Adnan, for having me here. Street food in Delhi. Whenever I come hear this street food, I guess I am a very foodie person. As you can see, I've put on quite a good weight. But yes, I'm looking forward to follow the mantra suggested by Himanshu today. Let's see what's going to happen next. But yes, coming back to street food, Delhi Chhe. This is what comes in all of our minds when it comes to street food. And when I was in my college, I remember I was dating a guy back then. And because we were not earning that time, so we used to have quite less money. So we used to contribute, and we used to go not to such parks though, but yes, we used to go and to Delhi 6 and explore a lot of foods over there. So that was a good time. Cheap food, tasty food, and it was a good time to go out with somebody you love being with. So yeah, this is what my memories regarding the street food is, and this is all. Thank you. Toastmaster Adnan.
Thank you, Kavita. We definitely have a lot of great and yes, cheap food in Delhi, in in Old Delhi especially. So as you may have seen, the topic was really simple. So I have made all the topics really simple so that you can all come and speak. So let's have some other. Vikas, would you like to take part? Okay. Choose a number between 1 to 8.
7.
So your topic is Vikas. Toastmaster Vikas, India Gate, Toastmaster Vikas.
Thank you, table topic master Adnan. So India Gate is a very famous, not only in Delhi, but India, because it is the gate of India. And everybody go to the India Gate. And because you will see the Amar Jawan Jyoti there, and there's a park there, and people roam around the park, and there are different kinds of food they enjoy, the street food like the golgappe and all, and tikkis, and different kind of bhel puri, and they enjoy the food. And it's a place where everybody need to visit, whether they are living in Delhi or they are living outside of Delhi as well. And this is the central of the Delhi, where we can go to anywhere, like Connaught Place is nearby, and a different kind of market is nearby. The New Delhi railway station is also nearby, and we have the connectivity to all the places, and we have the ISPT nearby, and we have the different monuments or buildings also there. We have the parliament is nearby, the India Gate, and we have different markets uh, nearby. So we can say that India Gate is a place everybody need to visit. And a lot of time people confuse with India Gate and Gateway of India. But let me know that Gateway of India is in Mumbai, and India Gate is in Delhi. And Gateway of India is also called the Gate of India. And there is some difference in these who built those monuments. And the Gateway of India built in King George was the king, and India Gate was built later on. And both the monuments are historical, and they are the places which the Indian people, not only Indian people, but the foreigners, when they come to India, and they definitely visit the India Gate. Over to our table topic master, Adnan.
All right, we have to keep making mistakes here. Okay, so I keep going to India Gate for no reason, but Vikas just told us a lot of reasons why we can go to India Gate. So next, can we have an online speaker? Would anybody like to participate? Tara, would you like to participate?
Toastmaster Yusuf had raised his hand.
Okay. So Toastmaster Yusuf?
Sure.
Choose a number between 1 to 6.
5.
Okay. Your topic is Toastmaster Yusuf. Things I don't like in Delhi. Things I don't like in Delhi. Toastmaster Yusuf.
There's not one single particular thing which I do not like about Delhi, but I will tell you a story from a perspective of a very young person who just moved to Delhi. I got my admission. It was year 2016, and as a student of Delhi University, people told me, okay, so this is DTC bus, and you get to travel free, and you don't have to pay. You can just travel freely. And I didn't know the concept about the student pass or the difference between the red one and the green bus. So one day I just happened to stop at my college, and as I jumped out of the bus, then there was three aged people. They just stopped me, and they just picked me up. And I thought, oh, am I getting kidnapped? What is this happening? Then they took me to the side, and they asked me, okay, so where is your ticket, or show me your student pass. Those were actually the ticket checkers of the DTC department. And I was asking, oh, are you serious? I thought that we can take a joy ride for free in this bus. Then they were first looking at me for about 10 seconds, and they asked me, okay, so are you really serious, or you are taking our firki? He actually used this particular word which I'm mentioning. So then I came to know we have to take our payment received and get a student pass, then only we can travel at this bus. And now fortunately we can also travel in AC and non-AC bus. I think this was changed after I moved out of the college. But this was not any particular bad thing or good thing, but experience which I till now think of and laugh about it. Over to the table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yusuf, and thank you for sharing such a memory. And these kind of incidents keep happening in big cities like Delhi. So, can we have another online guest speaker?
May I?
Yes, you can.
I'm not guest otherwise.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
choose a number between 1 to 5.
2.
Okay. Your topic is Toastmaster Renu, Delhi versus Mumbai. Delhi versus Mumbai, Toastmaster Renu.
Good evening, everyone. Delhi versus Mumbai, Bangalore, Kolkata, Madras, anything. Nothing is for me. Delhi means Delhi only. You know, I'm 100% a pure and a honest Delhiite girl. I cannot compare my dear Delhi with any other city. Mumbai, or that also to the worst part is the Mumbai. Mumbai, who wants to go to Mumbai? What is there in Mumbai? That is called a film city, a Bollywood city. But can you imagine the atmosphere, the location, all this thing, temperature? Nothing is good. There's so much humidity and so much perspiration all the time. See, I have been to Mumbai many times, many times actually. And trust me, that is my honest confession. I had never ever liked even a single thing about Mumbai. People are living in stalls. They're in one room flats, and in Delhi, we are living lavish life like anything. I'm living in a wonderful apartment, and that is like it's too beautiful. This is what I feel always. And in Mumbai, people crave for small square feet place also. So there is nothing good about Mumbai, and Delhi is full of aspirations, you know, everything, appreciation, aspiration. People come to Delhi, and I don't feel like they'll ever feel like going back. I have been born, brought up in Delhi, and I have been loving every city, every street, colony, you know, every location, every market, everything, all the monuments. It is so big, it is so vibrant, it sends so many positive vibes to you. And if we talk about Mumbai, that is also not less in crimes if we compare to Delhi. So yes, Delhi is always in for me, and forget about all the cities of the world. Delhi means Delhi only. I just simply love my Delhi. Over to you, Toastmaster Adnan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Renu. And one thing that I can agree on is that Delhi is best because you were born and brought up in this. Because for the, I mean, for the same reason, I was born and brought up in this city. So this is my home, and this is the best city for me, right? So next, let's have some guests like to take part. Okay. Sahil is here. Choose a number between 1 to 4. 3. Okay. Your topic is things I love about Delhi. Toastmaster, yes, Toastmaster Sahil. Yes, Toastmaster Sahil. Things I love about Delhi. Oh yes.
Hello everyone, I'm Sahil. That's my first day in Toastmaster, and after my college, maybe this is the first time I'm speaking in front of somebody. So I'm quite nervous, and I love Delhi, and I'm that one, uh, Dil Walo Ke Delhi, and I'm one of Dil Walo. Sorry, and what I love about Delhi, we are very adaptive nature. Everyone, like we are here and giving speech and interacting with everyone, like and we are very adaptive. My best friend Harshit is from Rajasthan, and I also want to say one negative thing about Delhi. Then afterward, I will say the positive one. The population of Delhi. The population is Delhi is going on very high, and the best part of this population only that we can make friends. We have many culture over here, and we can interact with amples of people here, and whenever we move in metro in Delhi, metro is very famous in Delhi, and whenever we move in Delhi, we can never say that I am alone, and you can never be alone in Delhi. And about food, chole kulche, you can find chole kulche in every kilometer. I can guarantee you. Go outside from this park, you can see the chole kulche store, and afterwards you can find chole kulche store in front of Nehru Park metro station. Sorry, that's right. So I love Delhi. I born up in Delhi, but Delhi is very progressive, and I'm quite slow in learning, and I'll improve myself in Toastmaster. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sahil, for such a great speech and actually showing us how adapted our Delhi guys are. So next, would you like to take part? All right. So, but okay, so you can go. Himanshu, right? So choose a number between 1 and 2. Okay, so the topic is Toastmaster Himanshu. Winters in Delhi. Winters in Delhi. Toast Himanshu. See, keep making mistakes.
Winters in Delhi. I think Delhi ki sardi. We all Delhi is quite famous for its sardi, right? The temperature keeps on decreasing every year, and every year you see such a let's say depletion in the temperature every year. So Delhi ki sardi is quite Delhi ki sardi is quite familiar and quite popular amongst Delhiites. But I think I prefer sardi as compared to garmi, because in sardi you can hide your weight by wearing most of your clothes. You can hide your extra burden that you have taken, or extra burden that you have put in your stomach. Otherwise, Delhi ki sardi, yeah, I think I don't have anything to speak about Delhi ki sardi. It can only bring. So regarding this, when the Delhi ki sardi starts, there is a pollution that comes, right? For example, right now we also see that AQI has depleted a lot. From last 20 days, it has moved to it's in the severe category, which is a bad thing about sardi. Otherwise, I like sardi as personally speaking. Over to you.
What a wonderful speech, Himanshu. And yes, the winters and the pollution have some kind of connection. During the first pollution days, we get the pollution fools us, but we think the fog, arey wah, fog aa gaya. That's the pollution. So, and we get fooled. So I have my last topic, and for that, Okay, so Gopal here is raising hand. So definitely he's gonna come here. Topic is Toastmaster Gopal, Delhi Metro, Toastmaster Gopal.
Why I was given this Delhi Metro? I should have been given that India Gate. I had lots of things to speak about that. But anyway, Delhi Metro will also work. When I think of Delhi Metro, I always think that it should be compared with the metros of different cities. I have been there in USA, UK, and seen metros of both the country. Now, when I see Delhi Metro, I feel that yes, we have improved a lot. Really, really, we have improved a lot in terms of infrastructure. I would not talk about any political party here that who has given this metro to us. But yes, metro is great in terms of infrastructure. And as mentioned by Toastmaster Uma Shankar, there are lots of gardens. I have started seeing that there are lots of couples who are doing such activities of couple in metro. So Delhi Metro is being used by Dalitais in lots of different ways. It's not only the communication, that commuting from one place to another place, but it is also being used for different things, as I mentioned earlier. So I love Delhi and Delhi Metro, yes, but yes, still I would say that I love India Gate. I must speak about the India Gate because there are so many great memories of mine which are attached with the India Gate, but I will not speak right now because time has over. So thank you and over to you.
So sad that time has over. We wanted to keep listening to you. And I personally apologize to you for not giving you India Gate as your topic. And in Toastmaster, we learn a lot of things. And also thanks to Uma Shankar for telling us, providing such an information about parks and other things. So with that, let's end the table topic session. And let me give my stage back to Toastmaster Uma Shankar.
So thank you, Toastmaster, rather table topic master, Toastmaster Adnan. It was a fantastic table topic session filled with such a nice topics which are related to the theme. And that's the beauty of an experienced Toastmaster, that they bring topics which are related with the theme of the day, or rather the environment of the day. And you have also understood, the online people, that you have also understood about such things in life which are very important. And Toastmaster Gopal has rightly highlighted those such things. Do remember that. Now let's move from such things to the other things. The other things are about, again, coming to Delhi. So in terms of Delhi's infrastructure, one of the speakers spoke that the infrastructure of Delhi has also changed. In Mumbai, if you will go, you will see that there are taller buildings. The floor, 10 floors, 20 floors, 30 floors, 40 floors are there. So Mumbai as a city has grown vertically. On the other hand, Delhi has grown horizontally. Delhi is not only in Delhi now, it's in NCR. We have got Gurgaon, we have got Noida, rather Noida. Noida is there, Faridabad is there. All these cities have become part of Delhi. Even more, the NCR is stretching beyond horizontally. Now Gurgaon is taking Manesar, Sona in Gurgaon. In Noida, you will find Greater Noida becoming part of Noida. Noida extension becoming the part of Noida, in turn becoming part of NCR. So Faridabad stretched to Balabgarh. So this Delhi is moving or growing horizontally. Now, if we have got, and this is by design, let me tell you, this is not happening just by chance. This is specific policy in Delhi, which has enabled the growth in terms of the stretch increasing, and this is NCR definition is widening up. Now let's come back to the table, the Toastmaster meeting. The third section, which I spoke about, is evaluation section, and this evaluation section is headed by the general evaluator of the meeting or the headmaster of the meeting. Today, this role is being played by Toastmaster Gopal. Toastmaster Gopal is a software engineer, UI designer expert, and he is very fond of MG Road and CP, as you know already, and such things which you also know. So let me hand over the stage to Toastmaster Gopal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Now, Toastmaster DTM Uma Shankar. So, here I'm again back with the evaluation sheet, with the evaluation report. Of course, we have done lots of mistakes here in this stage, and we should do mistakes. It's our right to do mistakes, because without doing mistakes, we will not learn. And now, before I call my evaluator, speech evaluator, not my evaluator, speech evaluator on the stage, just let me tell you that how you have to evaluate the speech as per Toastmaster rule. As per Toastmaster rule, you have to follow the approach CRC, which is commendation, recommendation, and again commendation. And the second thing which you can do is CRS, commendation, recommendation, and summary. Even if you are following the practice of CRC, S is mandatory. Remember this thing, S is mandatory. So now let me call on the stage Toastmaster Vikas, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Himanshu.
Sir, General Evaluator, would we want to do the polls for the speaker before we have the evaluation section started?
Sure. So do we have polling for the speaker and the table topic?
Yes,
speaker?
yes, the polls are ready. I will just launch
Polls
them.
are ready. So
Yeah, I'm launching the poll for the best speaker.
please do that. That's great.
I hope it is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, please go ahead.
And polls are ready for table topic session as well?
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead with that.
Okay, sure. I'm waiting for one more result.
One more result is being waited. Have you done? Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I think I got it.
Okay.
Okay. I will now launch the polls for the best table topic speaker. I just shared it. Yes, I can see that you guys can access it.
Please vote. I guess we can proceed now.
Yes, we can. Sure. So thank you, Toastmaster Gopal. We're done with the polls for the best speaker and the table topic speaker. The virtual stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Gopal. Science behind weight loss. What a catchy topic. Everybody is, running and behind this that, they need to weight loss, they need to weight loss. And what a great initiative of Toastmaster Himanshu. And he started the speech with the question that where fat goes. And that is very relevant question. and it captured the attention of the audience, not only online, but the audience here as well. And he gave proper facts and figures that how you can reduce your fat and where this fat goes to. So we can say that it is quite a informational speech where we get lot of information, and it looked like that he has researched well the topic, well researched. He was very confident while delivering the speech, and he has the proper hand gesture as well while he was delivering the speech. And uh, as my understanding, the stage presence was very good. And I hope that online audience also able to hear uh,
Yeah, we've lost connectivity, seems.
And I hope that audience, online audience also felt he was quite confident and well researched topic, and he gave the various examples and facts as well. And this kind of information, normally the people invest a lot of money, and he provide this information. And but there are some recommendation as well which Himanshu need to work on. It will be better that if Himanshu shared the life story of his weight loss journey, or of his friend or anyone he knows, the weight loss journey, what was the weight earlier and what are the things they or he or she did, and how many uh, kilo weight decreases, and what are the daily routines and activities, so that it will give a practical a picture of the weight loss journey, and how that fat goes and where that goes, and how it can become a role model for anyone who want to improve their weight. So that is the only recommendation. Otherwise, it was a very catchy speech, and everybody can correlate with the speech. It's a hot topic in today's world, the weight loss and the fat. And I hope that in next speech he will correlate with the personal incidents, so that it will be more practical way, and people can follow his speech. And overall, I really like the speech, and best of luck for the next speeches. Toastmaster Himanshu, thank you.
Thank you so much. So here, next evaluator is Toastmaster Yusuf, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Renu. Toastmaster Yusuf.
Thank you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator. Am I audible and visible? Okay. Life is not measured by the breaths we take in, but by the moments that take away our breath. That was the message which I received from Toastmaster Renu's speech. Can we have a round of applause for her for that beautiful, insightful, and thought-provoking speech? I will start with the parts you excelled at. It was an thought enlightening speech. It was structured as if it was seamless. The body starting and the ending was stitched as if like a fabric of clothes. You used ample hand gestures. Your facial expressions were completely in sync with the stories which you delivered. There was an ample of variation in your vocal variety and a clarity in your voice. The audience members and the faces of the audience which I saw, all of them felt comfortable and engaged throughout the speech. the crux of your speech and the cherry on the cake, which I could say was your powerful ending, which led to an eye-opening and serious thought-provoking experience to each one of us and made us realize what definitely is aging and what is this life all about. If I would suggest you to work on few things, there would be, if during the time where you were talking about the conversations between Caesar and his wife and astrologer and Yan Li, instead of telling what they told, you could have enacted them what Caesar actually told you. I could saw that you used the gestures, but still you were saying, talking to them as in third person. Instead, first, if you could have been into the character, that would have made us imagine like how Caesar and his wife or astrologer and Yan Li were conversating. And another thing you could work on for the next time is if you could have stood up and gave the speech, that would have been amazing. And I would definitely say it was an ISC winning speech. So to sum it up, it was an seamless, thought-provoking speech with every checkpoint checked and your objective completed. If you could have included the conversation style and stood up and gave your speech, it would have been an excellent speech. It is still an excellent speech, but here we believe to always move to excellence. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much, my
Toastmaster Yusuf.
evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you. So our next role player is Toastmaster Dipti, I guess, who will be playing a role of active listener. Toastmaster Dipti on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopal, for inviting me on the stage and for giving me an opportunity to wake everybody up in case there is the energy levels are going down, which I believe today will definitely not. All right, so I'm going to ask 5 questions to everybody. Okay, and because we're doing it in a hybrid mode, I would request the offline participants to call out their names if they want to answer a particular question. Okay, so the first question is here. What the percentage of carbon dioxide that
You're going, you're still here.
That we the percentage of carbon dioxide is what we know from Toastmaster Himanshu's speech. What is the percentage of water? Can anybody tell me that?
16%.
1.6.
16%. Maybe 16.
16% is the correct answer. Yes, that's right. And I hope Adnan will treat the right answers for the offline audience with some small goodies or chola bhature.
We have a treat.
That's awesome. That's the motivation now. Okay, what was the message that we get from Toastmaster Himanshu's speech? What is the mantra that he quoted at the end of his speech? I would want somebody from the online world to answer that.
We are from different world.
Yes, at this point in time, it seems as if you guys are from a different planet altogether. Yes, somebody, Toastmaster Yusuf or Toastmaster Mehek or Toastmaster Bahar.
Keep losing. Wait.
Well, you're close, but not absolutely right. It was eat less and move more. All right, the next question. This is for the offline world. What was the name of the simple man in Toastmaster Renu's speech who died while nailing a picture on the wall?
May I tell?
No,
May I?
Toastmaster, no, Toastmaster Renu. It's
Okay.
for the people from the other planet
Okay.
who are giggling away to glory.
Julius Caesar.
Well, that's not the right
Can I
answer.
answer?
Yelly.
Okay, please go
Yelly.
ahead.
Yeah, that's it. I think the Yen Li.
Yes, that's correct. Yen Li is the right answer. Okay, my next question. We heard Toastmaster Renu talk about the legendary actress Sridevi. What mythological or what historical character did Toastmaster Renu compare Sridevi with? What was the name of that character?
May I again?
For which world?
This is for the offline world. I'm testing their listening skills at the moment.
Good.
So, online world is out of answers. I don't.
No,
see
no,
any
they have the
concentration.
answer. So I would rather ask questions to the offline world from the online speeches and to the online world from the offline speeches.
Wow.
That is my testing criteria for today. Okay, so Toastmaster Renu, would you want to answer?
Yes, Cleopatra.
Yes, that's right. So Toastmaster Renu compared Sridevi with Cleopatra. Okay, so online world, wear on your thinking hats. Toastmaster Gopal referred to the Gateway of India. Who had built the Gateway of India?
I think it was King George.
Louder syllables.
Okay, so the online world was more attentive. They gave us the answer real quickly. All right, here's the last bonus question. At the beginning of the meeting, Toastmaster Uma Shankar gave us a special feature of Nehru Place Market. And this question is open to both the worlds. So what was that special feature?
Computers and all. Computers and all.
Largest computer market or IT market in Asia or somewhere.
I would want Toastmaster Uma Shankar to validate that. Is it the largest
Correct.
computer
It's the
market in
largest
Asia?
computer market. Yes.
In Asia. All right. Awesome. Thank you for being active participants and actively listening to what was said or spoken throughout the past 1.5 hours, almost close to 2 hours. So with that, I am done with my questions and the virtual podium is handed back to Toastmaster Gopal. Over to you, sir.
Now it's time for the report, and I will start with grammarian Toastmaster Mehak. Please come up on the stage.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Now I would like to present, first of all, the good usages of the grammar used by the gifting speakers. First of them is the different words used by Toastmaster Himanshu: hyperventilation, huffing and puffing. And then coming to Toastmaster Renu, mouth of cannon, live up to the last, cloud nine, escape the fate, death. And the crux of the matter, everything is destined, live up there like there is no tomorrow. Confession, aspirations, and appreciations. Then some of the words used by Toastmaster Yusuf: thought enlightening, cherry on the cake, thought provoking, and checkpoint. Some of the words used by Toastmaster Deepti: giggling away to the glory and thinking hats. Well, now coming to the not so good usages of the grammar. The first one is one of the speakers used, which I am mentioning. It can be used as which I just mentioned because the speaker just mentioned about the fact. Second is one of the speakers told amples. There is no word as ample because amples. What do we mean by ample? It is many. So it is in fact the plural word, or obviously it is the plural. So we can use it in as ample only. Time is over. Time is over. That is the correct word which can sentence which can be used. Some of the speakers have used it in a different time has over. It was not correct. And the last is I could saw, but it should be changed to I could see because it has been used in the present only. So saw would a different, and it gives the different grammatical. It is not grammatically wrong, but it gives a different meaning. So that was it. and none of the speakers have used the word of the day. So I would like to, any of the people can use from the offline mode or from the online mode in a sentence or so. The word of the day was wander. Anyone who would like to use in a sentence?
May I?
Yes, sure, Toastmaster Renu.
I love to wander through the streets of Chandni Chowk all the time, any time in my life.
Thank you so much. We all love to wander around.
Yeah.
Anyone else who would like to use? Anyone from the offline mode?
They are busy with snacks.
Yes, it seems so. Okay, no problem then. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you so much. This was my report.
Have Toastmaster Dipti once again, who will come up with a report of our counter.
Thank
Toastmaster
you.
Dipti.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Gopal. I'm back on stage, and I would like to share the report for the R counter. And before I share the report, I would like to reiterate that filler words like basically, actually, and like they and sounds
आवाज आती है कान
or
में।
pauses like
Cut.
these all digress us from the main theme or the main topic and disturb the or disrupt the audience. So as much the key lies in speaking more. So the more you speak, the more you practice, and the less you will start using such disturbing or repeated words or filler words. Having said that, we had long pauses from a lot of offline audience. There were a couple of people who fumbled for words and made some used repeated words like ahs and ums. Okay, Toastmaster Himanshu, Toastmaster Bahar, Toastmaster Gopal, all of us, and including me, myself, I also took pauses and used a lot of filler words. Toastmaster Vikas used the word and more than a couple of times. Sahil, we used pauses while he was speaking. So in summary, the good news is that if you are making mistakes, as what Toastmaster Gopal says, it's good. At least you're trying. So all the best for the next time, and hope that you are more conscious of all these filler words or repeated words when you start speaking next. Back to you, Toastmaster Gopal.
Let's move ahead with the report of timer Toastmaster Bahar. Please, Toastmaster Bahar, come on the stage, on virtual stage.
Thank you so much, Sir General Evaluator. I'll just quickly present my screen and give you a glimpse of how today looked like. Starting with the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Himanshu, he spoke for 4 minutes, 33 seconds. He just managed to qualify for this particular round. So I would urge you, your time limit was 5 to 7 minutes. You can talk about other aspects of weight loss, and as the evaluator correctly mentioned, certain suggestions, you can incorporate that as well and have a speech which is at least 5 minutes long. So if your speech was any which way is very great. Coming to Toastmaster Renu, you spoke for 7 minutes, 30 seconds. You just managed to not get disqualified in terms of the upper limit. So maybe you can practice it a time before you're presenting and time yourself, so that when you are presenting on the virtual lecture, you're under time, as well as your points, you can deduce your content basis that. Coming to the guests, our first guest, Toastmaster Yusuf and Toastmaster Himanshu, they only spoke for 1 minute to a minute and a half. That's you're given a great opportunity to speak for 2 minutes, and you can speak your heart out on a lovely topic revolving around Delhi. So I would urge you to speak at least you see the red card or for 2 minutes. Other than that, Toastmaster Vikas and Toastmaster Yusuf for giving their evaluation, they were completely flawless and on time. So kudos to you guys, and over to you, Toastmaster Gopal. Thank you so much.
Report, and before I speak anything about today's meeting, first of all, we should have a huge round of applause for the EC member to conducting this hybrid meeting successfully. Huge round of applause for the EC members. It was really great, though there were so many hiccups in between, but that is perfectly fine. As I mentioned, that we are here to commit mistakes, and that's it. Now let's move towards my report. I will start with Sergeant at Arms.
Toastmaster Gopal, sorry to stop you. Can we have the polls for the best evaluator?
Yes, of course. So,
and also the auxiliary role players. Can we have the polls right away?
Oh, yes, please go ahead with that. We have to have a poll first, and then I will come up with my report.
Yes, sure. So give
Please
me a
go ahead
moment.
with that.
Yes.
Sure.
So I'm first launching the polls for the best evaluator. Here they are. Please vote. Yes, I can see people voting. Okay. Got it. Perfect. Thank you. I'm ending the poll for the best evaluator. I will now launch the poll for the auxiliary role players. And here I launch. Please start voting. Okay, waiting for one more vote. Okay, thank you. I end my poll.
Thank you so much. So now it's time of my report. I will start with Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms is the face of any meeting, and Toastmaster Dipti did really great with the enthusiasm. She started meeting by saying how is Josh, and she also taken care of the offline members as well, whether they are settled or not. Housekeeping rules, Toastmaster missions were stated very beautifully. No issue were there, no mistakes were there. Now moving ahead, our evaluator, Toastmaster Vikas and Toastmaster Yusuf, both of them did really great job by using CRCS approach properly. One in common thing I would like to say that in place of saying you, we should say speaker. That's it. Otherwise, it was a great evaluation. Now moving ahead, presiding officer, Toastmaster Adnan. It was really very great to see him on the stage after a long time. I know him personally that he has a great sense of humor. So, and it was reflecting in this meeting as well. It was first offline meeting. It's perfectly fine that initially when meeting was started, he had that headphone, but he was not ready with that, but that is perfectly fine. And that 7-year-old and herd of sheep example was great. Guest introduction was given properly. TMOD was called with great enthusiasm. That was great. Now moving ahead about DTM USA, double maja and double dhamal. That was really great. He started with the own journey of Delhi, then spoke about Delhi itself, and he also involved the audience in his speech. Like he talked about Kavita, Adnan, Vikas. That was great. Now moving ahead, Toastmaster Adnan again, who was playing a role of table topic master as well. Easy and interesting topics were there. That was great. Conducted really very well. I had wished to speak and that was fulfilled. Thank you for that, because I was learning to see that the topics are really great. That is why I thought that I should also I should also participate in this. Moving ahead, again Toastmaster Dipti, who was playing, oh my God, 3 roles: sergeant at arm, listener, a counter. It's great. First of all, huge round of applause for Toastmaster Dipti. Great. So importance of listener speech was told. That was great. And again, offline audience was taken care. That was great. And I like that online speech question was asked to offline people, and offline speech question was asked to online people. That was great. Timer Toastmaster Bahar, she briefly given the introduction, and one thing that I noticed that in one or two TT speaker, green and red card was raised together. So that should have been taken care. Otherwise, Toastmaster Toastmaster Dipti, our counter, and Grammarian Mehak did really very well. Briefly explained their role and their report. That was great. Overall, it was a great meeting, first hybrid meeting. So there were so many glitches. Even I forgot the introduction of Grammarian, which should not happen, but that is perfectly fine. We are here to commit mistakes, and we all are here doing those mistakes, but it should not be repeated again. Remember that. And one as a whole, I would like to suggest about the hybrid meeting is that it should have been planned properly. Because it was not planned, there was no meeting point mentioned in the WhatsApp chat. All things should have been planned properly. Even timer card for offline speaker was not there. So all these things should be taken care. And how hybrid meeting will happen, that was also not stated. Otherwise, it was a great meeting. First meeting, that is perfectly fine. We did mistake, perfectly fine. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator, for your fantastic report and the role players as an evaluator and auxiliary role players. You have done a fantastic job. Online and offline, the combination of both the things together was difficult, is difficult, but I believe that we have been able to do a fair, good job on this front. At least the offline people, the offline world have enjoyed a lot. I'm not sure about the online world, but I feel bad for you guys. You are feeling jealous, kind of. I mean, feeling that's okay. I mean, that's fine. Next time we will give you chance. We will invite you again, and do come. Now, coming to towards the end of the meeting, let me talk about the last 2 years in Delhi. The last 2 years have been very tough in Delhi. Rather, across the world, the situation was not good. We all know that what was the problem. But Delhi has seen the worst time, and yet this is the best time. You see, behind me, people are playing cricket. The world has awakened. The world is up. The world is back now. In last 2 years, specifically, the second wave of pandemic has hit Delhi very hard. There were lots of casualties. We lost our nears and dear ones. It was a very, very difficult phase for all of us to sail through. Kavita is here. His brother was hospitalized because of COVID and all. And this was very tough time for the family. And all of us have known someone near or maybe far who was facing this problem. But now every night has and morning. And this is the morning. Now we are back in physical mode as well. This is an indicator of the situation, the bad phase coming to an end. Now it's a new beginning to see a sun there, but it's not about sunrise, but it is similar to sunrise. Our meeting is coming to end, but this is the beginning of physical and online world. The hybrid meeting, we will see more, and I hope to see more physical and hybrid meetings. With this, I sign off as a Toastmaster of the day, and thank you very much for having me as a Toastmaster of the day. Now it's time for our club president, Toastmaster Adnan, to finish up the meeting. Toastmaster Adnan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Uma Shankar, and I'm back, your beloved president. So I'll try to wrap it very fast because you see, the probability of getting hit by a ball is certainly increased. There were just two guys playing behind us. Now there is a full team. And next time we'll choose some other place because there's a huge park. Next time we'll choose some other place in this park because Uma Shankar knows every corner of this park, and actually he knows every corner of every park in Delhi and NCR. Okay, so let me first quickly. Are there? Oh yeah, there is a poll.
Yes.
Deepti, is it ready?
Yes, it's ready.
It's for the best role player.
Yes, that's right. Here I launch it. Please start voting. Okay, I got it. Thank you. I'm ending the poll now.
Okay, so let's first take the guest feedback. Let's ask the guests how they like the meeting and anything they want to improve in our meeting. So starting from you, Himanshu.
I think it's a great start to the hybrid meeting, and we did a perfectly fine job today. Every role player was briefed, and we had a good time spending in the offline world, and hope we would have more people in the next meetings, and we will enjoy more. How you like the meeting? Anything you want us to?
It was a great meeting altogether, and it was a great experience to be back offline because I felt that because of the online the Toastmasters as a whole lost is just, I would say, because it's all about meeting different people all together, coming together at the same platform, sharing and learning. Though learning was still there, but yes, it got very monotonous sitting at your laptops and watching each other like that. So because of which also I was not that active in Toastmasters previously, but I'm looking forward for good times, for more offline meetings. So yes, it was all together. It was a great feeling to be again back on the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavita. Good to have you. Feels like a reporter, and my cameraman Uma Shankar is with me. Because anything you like this about it?
Yeah, I really like the hybrid meeting, and congratulations to the EC led by President Adnan. And we every day speak in our house, so it is always good to speak open air. And I will request that in next meeting our offline word become the online word. And by the sake of hybrid meeting, I would use this corner of the park, and they can use as well. So thank you so much for this wonderful meeting.
Ashit, how you like the meeting and anything you want to say? I don't know much about the Toastmaster because it was my first meeting, so I cannot judge and experience more. And overall, it's good, and I enjoyed it. To have you with us, you liked it. I take that as compliment.
Hello everyone, and I found it very familiar. Like I know everyone from last few years, and I love to come again and again. Thank you.
It was good to have you, Sahil, with us, and Toastmaster Gopal. He have already given us a lot of feedback, but still he has something to say.
So we have so many
You
bad experience of COVID, but one of the good experience of COVID is this. Now we are moving to more towards the technology. For example, hybrid meeting. We have never thought of this that we will be doing this. We are forced to do this, and of course, gradually we will be
हाँ,
fully
ये तुम्हारे ठीक नहीं है बेटे
implementing these meetings. So
इसमें तो बहुत प्रैक्टिस
technology
करनी पड़ेगी
will always be there. So I guess still meeting was great. There were lots of learning. Physical meeting is always great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. तो ये था नेहरू प्लेस गार्डन में बैठे टोस्ट मास्टर्स का एक्सपीरियंस. कैमरामैन उमा शंकर के साथ अदनान, टोस्ट मास्टर क्लब स्टोरी टेलर.
Enjoy yourself, guys. Have a
Okay,
nice
so
picnic.
let me also have
Adnan,
let's also have feedback from online guests. We have Toastmaster Yusuf. Toastmaster Yusuf, how you like the meeting and anything you want to say? Any feedback you have for us?
I really loved the meeting, and I would say I am really envious of you guys there enjoying the offline world meeting, and I cannot wait till my office open and I go there and attend an offline meeting. Just a small feedback in terms of I was given the suggestions, and I mean I think I felt it the suggestions for using the CRC approach were too tight because I have been to many meetings in different clubs of different countries as well, and I have not seen nowhere Toastmaster International has recommended this too much to use only this approach. It's I know this is a very workable approach, but in if you see in different evaluation sections also, people use acronym approach and very innovative types. So if you are only strongly suggesting to use only one type of thing, I think this is discouraging people to use their innovation and bring new things. And I think if you are uh, inviting other people from different clubs, they will bring different practices, and that's how I think we will evolve eventually. I myself have taken so many different things of different clubs, so just this suggestion, maybe next time not to, I mean, to impose this rule that only we have to use this approach. Just my personal opinion.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yusuf, and your feedback is very valuable to us. And yes, I do agree. Toastmaster sometimes forces a lot of things on us. Next, we have Toastmaster Sara. Toastmaster Sara, anything you want to say? How you like?
Storytellers, as your name, as your day. Whole meeting was a lovely, lovely story. A perfect starting, perfect middle, and perfect ending. All the best for you all. And thank you so much for a wonderful evening.
Thank you so
That's
much,
it.
Sara. It was good to have you with us. And okay, so sorry.
Announce the results.
So Bahar has already left because she had to attend some other meeting. But I am damn sure that she liked the meeting. Next, we have. Let me quickly announce the winners of the meeting. So switch on your mics because I want to hear a lot of clapping. This is the end of the meeting. So for the best speaker, any guesses? Okay, only one guy yelled and he was sitting right side to me. Okay, let me quickly announce the best speaker is Toastmaster Renu.
Yay.
So best table topic speaker. There are a lot of people, no need to guess. I'll just tell the name. The best speaker is Toastmaster Gopal. And although he was not given India Gate as his topic, but he still spoke about India Gate instead of Delhi Metro, and you guys still voted for him. Next, we have best evaluator. Okay. It must be tight. Okay, so it's not like I have to announce the big boss winner. It's Toastmaster Yusuf, the best evaluator. Okay, so next we have the best auxiliary role player, and it's a tie. See, there were not a tie, there's a trio. 3 people win. But the thing is, two of the 3 people are same person. So, well, Deepti and me, we all know that we used to play these 2 or 3 roles, and that's why our votes get. Okay, so it's getting dangerous. Let's just announce Toastmaster Mehak as grammarian, Toastmaster Deepti as counter, and Toastmaster Deepti as active listener. So his round of applause for all the 3. Next and the last, we have the best role player of the day.
Toastmaster Adnan.
Toastmaster Uma Shankar. Timon.
Deepti, you conducted the poll and you guessed it wrong. Okay. So actually, I am the winner. It's Toastmaster Adnan.
Congratulations. I was just trying to
do something.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so
create some
You
fun.
know, Adnan,
yes,
I'm
yes,
really getting envious today. This is really not fair. You're conducting the first meeting at that the other end of the corner, other end of the city. Next time, you guys please plan somewhere near in the West Delhi only,
definitely.
so that we can also think at least of coming.
I wanted to come at your house for the.
Yeah,
meeting.
in a few.
Remember?
Yeah, we will do that. In a few weeks, we'll arrange something for that as well.
Okay, surely we'll do it.
We'll do it. Pakka.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's just end the meeting, and it was a great meeting about Delhi. Toastmaster Uma Shankar conducted it, and one thing I was thinking, the best thing about Delhi is the overpopulation, and the worst thing also the overpopulation. And yes, let's end this. And this physical meeting was actually Toastmaster Uma Shankar's dream, and it came true today. He's that kind of a person. He's socially active and he's very friendly. And he's such an extrovert that every day he wakes up in the morning, he wants to make new friends. So about say he's like, दोस्त कहाँ है, मुझे दोस्त चाहिए और लोगों से मिलना है मुझे.
I need blood. I need blood. I need friends.
Okay, so it was great meeting with full of enjoyment and excitement. So let's end the meeting today. Let's wrap it and see you all next Saturday at 3, same time. Not same venue, I guess. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night. Bye.